Okay, we got everything back together. Everything's bolted back up. So now we're going to balance this battery, and what that means is we're going to connect all the positives together and then connect all the negatives together. And what that will do is, over time, all of these cells will go to the same voltage, and that balances your battery. And before we hook the bus bars back up and put it back in. So what we're going to use, as you can see, it's just a set of black and red wires that have these little eyelets. So I've made these ones. You can make them yourself, they're really cheap. And then all you do is, we're going to put them all on, and then we're going to use the nuts to hand tighten them up. Just so, I've seen people use the alligator clips, and the only bad thing is about if they happen to touch, you could short out your cells. So this is a pretty safe way, pretty easy to do. And if you don't want to make them yourself, I do have them for sale. So I'll get these attached. So it's the black is going to attach is for all the negatives, the red is for all the positives. So I'll hook that up and then show you. Okay, we have all of our jumper wires connected on this side, the black to the negative, the red to the positive, and we've just hand tightened the nuts. And then the same on this side, all the reds to the positive, the blacks to the negative. And you're at no risk of sparks if you connect these together, as long as your wires are not connected here. So get the two sides done and tightened up, just hand tight, you don't need to crank on them. And what we're going to do here is, once we connect these wires, all these cells will be in parallel, so your voltage will only be the 7.2 volts or whatever, somewhere in that neighborhood. So it's not high voltage, you can't get shocked. And what this will do is balance the cells, so all the cells over 24 hours, we'll let it sit for 24 hours, and all the cells should become real close to the same voltage, which should be somewhere between the 7.2 to 7.8, somewhere in there. And we'll let it sit for 24 hours, and then we'll take this apart and test each cell and see how close we are. And if we're good, then we'll take all the jumpers off and we'll put the battery back together and put it back in the car. When you connect your wires together, make sure it's black to black and red to red, or it's going to be just like touching a car battery, the positive to the negative. You'll get sparks. So it's very important that black goes to black and red goes to red. It's been 24 hours since we've had these wires on to balance these cells. So what we're going to do is unhook the two connectors here that connect the two sides, and once these are disconnected, then nothing can short out. So as I show you here, disconnect that, and then you can take, and you can see with the two sides disconnected, nothing can short out. So now nothing's connected really, and we can test these to see if we need to let it sit longer or if these cells are balanced. And we'll use this multimeter to test them. Okay, you can see the voltmeter. Just going to go down a few of these and see where we're at. We're at 7.79, 7.79, 7.79, 7.79, 7.79. So you can see this balanced really well. Okay, so I'm going to take finish testing these, and then I'm going to take these the wires back off and put this battery back together. Okay, I've got the bus bars connected back together, and then I'm going to use a small ratchet to tighten them up. If you use air guns or something too strong, you can twist these things right off the battery cells, and then you're going to have to replace that one. So you don't want to tighten them too tight, just a good snug. So I'll do this side, tighten this side, and then I'll go and tighten the other side. Okay, everything's tight on the bus bars. We're going to put our vents back on. You just clip back onto here. You just push them on. They should stay. And then all of our covers that go back on here, you can see that they hook here, and then they hook up here at the top. You got these little hooks here. Make sure they're connected there, and then you've got these little tiny hooks up here, and make sure they're all latched so these stay on. Once we get those on, then we're going to go ahead and bolt the top back on. Okay, you see I've got these back on. These covers will only fit one way. They won't fit on the other side. You've got these little marks for these lines, protrusions here that don't allow, so you couldn't take the ones from this side and put it on this side, or vice versa, or you couldn't take this piece and start it up here. They don't line up, so they only line up one way. Really easy to put back on. And then same with these, they pretty much only line up one way, and as you push those on, sometimes you just have to twist them a little bit to get them to go back on. They go on really easy. So once you get to this point, you're ready to put the cover back on. One thing to check here on your cover is to make sure that the weather stripping here is good, this seal, because this is what allows or keeps the air inside, so your air doesn't flow out. It blows through the top and comes out the bottom, or vice versa. But make sure that these seals are good. This one was loose, so I just glued it back down on this one side. So if they need replaced or they're missing, you can buy this, just any type of weather seal that's probably around that 1/4 inch thick. You could replace this with. And as you can see, it just lines that top. Okay, the top will only fit one way. You've got 2 nuts on this side, which are 10 millimeters, and then on this side you have 2 bolts. There's one there and one there. Just line those up, and they're also 10 millimeter. And then we'll tighten those down, and this will be ready to go back into the car.